Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Endantia and this is Life with Endantia. So in today's video, I will be sharing with you how I am changing my life, and hopefully it encourages you as well, just in case you're on this journey of self-growth and self-improvement. Hopefully this video will encourage you to keep pushing. So I discovered something about myself this year, and that is I am a perfectionist. And I know you would hear that and you would probably be like, well, that isn't a bad thing, but it is. So why do I say being a perfectionist is a bad thing? Well, let me use myself as an example. So I am a writer and I have been writing for years. I love writing. I'm not like a consistent writer, but I just love to write, and that's what I do. And I decided to really pursue my passion, which is writing, and hopefully see if I can turn it into a career for myself. So I started my first story, Girl Troubles, in 2018, but after 4 chapters, I was just utterly disappointed with like the format of the work I had put out, and I just abandoned the work. Fast forward to 2020, thanks to quarantine, I decided to revisit my work and restructure it and just change the format, which I did. I discovered a lot about myself during the process of restructuring my work, and that is nothing was ever good enough. So let's say I work on a chapter. The initial rush of ideas makes me really excited to just like start the chapter. I put out the rough work. Let's say I have like a scene idea, I put that down. It's rough, it's just the energy, the flow and everything. Then comes editing time, and I would find myself editing the same chapter over and over and over again, and it would just not be good enough. I will do this until I literally have a migraine. And when I pass the same chapter on to someone just to have their input on my work, they would say, hey, this is really good and I'm so proud of you, like keep pushing it, it makes a lot of sense. And I'll just be so disappointed, like, what are you saying? This is not even good enough for me. So that is just one of the disadvantages of being a perfectionist. Nothing is ever good enough, and it really made me struggle with myself. Because I would work on a chapter and the chapter would not be good enough for me, that just, I would say, made me depressed and just made me lose commitment to my work. The thought of me working on another chapter would literally make me so anxious, because I'm saying to myself ahead of time that my work will not be good enough. Now, I have written 4 chapters of the story that I'm currently working on, and when I read through my work, it's like, wow, I actually wrote this. But when I'm like in work mode, it's like, oh my goodness, this isn't good enough. So after discovering that I am a perfectionist and I have perfectionist tendencies, I told myself, you know what, enough is enough. Nobody's perfect. We're all humans. There is no perfect person. And the one step I would say that I made to sort of let go slowly of that perfectionist side of me is I just put my work online. I didn't stress, I didn't overthink it. I know I still have to edit the work, but every time I would say to myself, you know what, just finish the story, take time out, and then you will edit. Now, another example where like my perfectionist side really messes up with my life is in the area of YouTube. For years I've wanted to do YouTube, like I've wanted to start up a YouTube channel, and although I had like very concrete reasons for not beginning, because I didn't really know like what I wanted my channel to be about. I was all over the place, very indecisive, wanting to just do everything, which is very impossible. That being a very concrete reason. But I would say another reason would be, oh, I do not have the perfect equipment, so I'm not going to start. And because I watch a lot of YouTube videos and I see the standards out here, I see the standards, I see like the gadgets, I see the setup, I'm just like, I can't do this because I'm not there. Like, I do not have these equipment or these lights or the perfect background. And so therefore, for years I just kept on putting off starting a YouTube channel. Being a perfectionist literally halts your life without you even realizing, because I would always say to myself, I do not have the right equipment to start up YouTube, so therefore I'm not going to start. That is me putting my life on hold for God knows how long. So another step that I took to just sort of let go of that perfectionist spirit or tendency that I have is I literally took my phone camera, put it in front of me, and just said, you know what, I'm going to film, even if it does not make sense, even if I say something stupid, and I'm going to just post it online. For me, that was just like a huge step to like jump over that perfectionist side of me. And I watched like my very first videos, and I'm just cringing because I'm just like, the quality is not good, the lighting is so bad, and I'm just so awkward and all over the place. But I just say to myself, and that's here, you cannot be perfect. Trying to be perfect is so bad because it leads to self-criticism. Like, I am my biggest critic, no joke. My mom would usually say to me like, stop it, enough, because I will keep going and going and going, and it's like, why are you criticizing yourself? Like, why are you doing this to yourself? We must keep in mind that life is not perfect, and I think in some ways we do not prepare ourselves for the imperfections of life. We just prepare ourselves for what we expect from life, but not the other things that come with what we expect from life. So let me give you an example. Prior to uni, my education had been very smooth sailing, never repeated a class, just never had any issues when it came to my education. Then come 2011, I finished high school, and then there's just this halt. And I didn't get into uni until 2016. Not because I was dumb and I couldn't get into uni, but just because life came at me with a storm that I wasn't ready for. And I think like, in as much as we hope for the best in life, we have to prepare ourselves for the worst. And for me, 2020 is just the perfect reminder of life not being perfect. When we look at the lives that have been lost this year, and when we look at the destruction that has taken place all over the world, it's just a reminder that you have to just brace yourself for whatever life comes at you with. So this idea of perfection and having the perfect life, it's really not real. Like, that's not the reality of things. So you might be saying, okay, so then am I not supposed to be happy? Am I not supposed to chase my dreams? Like, what are you saying? What's the essence of this conversation? What I'm trying to say is, I have come to know that my goal is not perfection. My goal is just to work hard, improve myself in every area of my life, every single day, strive to be my best. But then if I fall short, it's okay. That if I fall short in achieving a goal, I shouldn't kill myself because of that. It's fine, it's a learning lesson. And this is why people say nobody is ever successful without them first failing, because you have to learn from your failures. You cannot just get it at one go. So I'm really learning. It's so hard as a perfectionist to just let go of things. So how am I changing my life? One, I have come to know that growth is a lifelong journey. I think like when we're growing up as kids or teenagers, I can't speak for others, but I would say for myself, it's like you're expected to know a vast amount of information within a certain period in time. And when that doesn't happen, as a perfectionist, you become disappointed. So the one thing that has really helped me just ease up is knowing that growth is a lifelong journey. And if I'm not able to gain knowledge today, I can gain that knowledge tomorrow. Number two, I'm just trusting God, which I know I have a very that is such a struggle for me, because apart from being a perfectionist, I'm also a control freak. That's a whole nother video, but I am really learning to trust God, and it's so hard to just let go, because I feel like I want to be in control. Even though I'm not in control, I'm just actually deceiving myself that I'm in control of anything. But yes, so one, knowing that growth is a lifelong journey, and two, just trusting God. If you're a perfectionist, I just want you to know that those tendencies will make you miserable, and you will never achieve your greatness in life. But to look at it on the flip side of things, the mere fact that you're always second guessing things or always looking for ways to improve things should tell you one thing, that wow, you do have something great to put out. For example, I'm using myself, writing a story, and then say, oh, this is not good enough, I want to work on it, and I improve it. And then go, oh, it's not good enough, I want to work on it, and I improve it. That should say to me, I do have something in me to bring out. And sometimes you do not have to overthink. I think one of the biggest fears for perfectionists is the fear of failure. But we should never be afraid to fail. Like, if you look at all the success stories, read through history, just listen to success stories, there has never been like a major success story without failure being behind somewhere, just lurking around like, hey, I'm here. So if you're a perfectionist, I just want to encourage you today, do not be scared to fail. It's better you fail and you learn from it. Those lessons learned will be lifelong. They will be with you till the end. You will not repeat it again. But if you just prevent yourself from failing, you won't really learn a lot. So anyways, this video is meant to be me sharing with you guys how I am changing my life. The steps I'm taking towards changing my life is one, letting go of my perfectionist tendencies by putting out videos on YouTube that I'm just not happy about. But every time I post a video and I'm just like, oh, the quality is bad, or I don't really like the background, it puts me in that mood of wanting to improve and wanting to do better. And I'd rather be on that path than just being behind closed doors and just never putting out a video because I'm just waiting until I have the perfect setup. So if you're a perfectionist, share with me in the comment section below how you're letting go of your perfectionist tendencies, or if you have not yet let go of those tendencies, just share with me like what's the one thing you're so scared of doing, or you're just criticizing yourself about. I really would like this channel to become a community for self-growth and self-improvement, personal growth, personal development, anything you want to call it. So Make sure you let me know in the comment section below what's that one thing that you're struggling with, that one thing you're so scared of because fear of criticism or just fear of failure. Let me know and I will respond to it. So we've come to the end of today's video. Let me know in the comment section below the one thing you would like to change about your life. I think I'm going to start a series on this channel called How I'm Changing My Life. So if there is anything you would like me to talk about, leave it down in the comment section below. I will get to it as soon as I can. Yes, if you have made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and if you find this video helpful in any way, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, and if you want to be part of the family, all you need to do is subscribe. I will see you in my next video. Have a lovely day. Bye.